Hi there everyone, Lucy here for the Scrapbook Cottage in Winnipeg. I'm going to share with you a little mini flip album that I have made, and it's quite quick and easy to make, so let's get started. What I will do at the end is I will go through and show you individually and with more detail each of the pages, but let's get started right now. So in your kit, if you've bought the kit, you will find a piece that's 6 by 12, and we're going to score that with the 12 on top. When I say in my instructions score on 12, I mean with 12 at the top. So we're going to score at 3 3/4, at 4, at 8, and 8 1/4. So that's the scoring for that one. What we're going to do is we're going to fold on each of those score lines. And I always fold towards the mountain, okay? Mountain meaning the ones that stick out, the bumpy side. So I always fold towards that. So what we have is a little pamphlet that looks like this, okay? So we're going to set that aside, and we're going to take our B piece. There's 2 of them, and they are 12 inches long. So we're going to put the 12 at the top. So on 12, we're going to score it at 1/2, at 6 1/2. Okay, we can do the same with the other one. We're going to score it 1/2 and 6 1/2. Let's keep going with all our scoring. We have 2 C pieces. So with the 4 on top, so scoring on 4 at 1/2. We're going to do that with both. 4 on top, we're going to score at 1/2. And then we have 2 D pieces. And this one we're going to score on 5. So 5 at the top at 1/2 and 4 1/2. Okay. 1/2 and 4 1/2. Whoop. There we go. Okay, that's it for scoring. We are going to add, well, let's start with, let's take our pieces and we're going to apply tape to the 1/2 inch, to the 1/2 inch pieces. There it is. Okay. And let's keep adding our tape. We're applying our tape to the side that's not bumpy, okay? So the one that has what we might want to call a valley or an indented piece. We're going to add our tape to all of those, just making sure that I'm on the right side. If by chance you make a mistake and you put it on the other side, it's not the end of the world. Don't throw away your paper. It's okay. It's just that it kind of makes a nicer finish to put it on the valley side. So I'm adding on our C pieces, or D pieces, sorry. I'm putting tape on both ends because that's where we scored. There we go. Now these two little guys are going to be pockets. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take either 5 or 3, 5, or not 7. 7's too big. We're going to apply tape at the bottom because they're pockets. You don't want things to fall through it. So we're going to add this tape, this very narrow tape, to close it up. Now you're going to add this 3mm tape to the other side. So these guys are on this side. We're going to apply tape between the two scored pieces at the very bottom, along the bottom edge. Okay, on the opposite side of where you have your 9.5 tape. Okay, and that's it for that one. Okay, so let's go back to our B piece, and we're going to fold and burnish. We're going to fold and burnish this as well. I like to burnish it with the tape down, not on the tape, because I find that the tape, or the tape kind of goes bubbly or wavy, kind of looks like bacon. You don't want that. You want it to be nice and smooth. So I like to do it on that side. Okay, so we have our 2 B pieces. We're going to go back to our booklet, and we're going to apply or adhere one of these guys to the bottom and one to the top. Okay, so let's start with the top one. Before we do that, let's miter our corners. Mitering simply means going from the score line out and just taking a little piece of that out, just so that it doesn't show up on the other side. Just makes a cleaner finish. Okay, so just a little snip. Okay, so I'm going to, I'll start at the bottom because I work upside down when I do these kinds of things. So I've only taken my tape off about half of it, just so I'm going to put this piece that's the tape is not showing, and I'm going to put it to the bottom and to the edge here, just to make sure that I'm nice and straight. And I'm going to now put the other side down, and now I've got it. Okay, so I'm nice and even. I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to do the same thing with the top piece. Okay, so I'm going to put this so that it's nice and square on that corner, and not too far in. I'm nice to the top of it, and I'm going to take it off. Okay, so we've got 2 pieces here in our booklet already. Okay. Just burnish that nicely. Okay, now let's take our C pieces. We're going to miter those corners. We're going to burnish. Do the same with both pieces. and burnish. Okay, we are going to adhere one of these guys to this side. Okay, it's smaller than the booklet itself, so we're going to center it up and down, and on the side there's maybe not even a quarter of an inch. Okay, so again, just to make sure that we're going to make it, we're going to just, okay, I think that looks good. Now I'm going to take this off, and I now have it on this side. I'm going to do the same with the other side. So I'm going to do it this way, and I'm going to center it up and down. Make sure I'm really snug, but not on that score line, and put it down. And we'll burnish it. There. Almost done. We have our pockets left to do. So what we're going to do with our pockets is we are going to miter, just to make it look, to feel and look a little cleaner when we're done. Just up to the score line. It's easier to do it underneath where it's not been taped. That's fine. Okay. And we are going to fold those two edges in, and we're going to burnish. Do the same here. And burnish. Now, these are pockets, and they're sometimes we could make a notch here. I'm going to make a notch with my envelope scoreboard. Now you can make a notch with a punch, any kind of punch you have. Now this was, what did we say they were? They were 4, right? Oh, they were, yeah, they were 5. So half of, but then this is only 4, I believe. Let's just check. Yeah, this is 4. So 2 is the center. So if you have a scoreboard like this, an envelope punch board, you can just do, let's just make sure we're staying on here. There we go. And it gives you a cute little notch. Okay, we'll do it again. I'm gonna put this at 2 and notch. And it gives you a cute little notch. The same, you can do exactly the same thing with a punch. If you have a round punch of some kind, it works just as well. Okay, you're gonna say, where do these pockets go? Well, let's open up and I will show you. We open and we open, and we're gonna put one right here, right at the bottom of these flaps. Okay? That's where it's gonna go. So let's start with the bottom. Take this off. There we go. And And it's gonna go, I don't want this glue to show here. I put it a little bit too close to the, and I'm just gonna pull it here a bit. There we go. I'm gonna center it. There. Now we're gonna take these sides off. And we're gonna have a cute little pocket to put pictures or tags. Come on, being stubborn. There we go. There. And we're going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to take this little guy and we're going to put him here, like this. So we're going to take this off. Like that. There we go. And they are in there. So these go like this, like this, like this, and like this. And we have our little booklet. Now what I did was, if you've bought a kit, you will have 2 little magnets with you in the kit. Try to find my little ones here. I think these guys are bigger. Okay, so what I'm going to do is open up my thing, and I'm going to find my dots, my glue dots, and I'm going to put a glue dot on one side. I kind of center it, maybe like that. And I'm going to put the other one on top for now. And I'm going to put another glue dot on there. And this time I'm going to close this piece in because I want it to go onto my other. Close your book up nicely, and you should have them there. Now I should have, there we go. I like to put a little piece of Suquang. Before you put your pattern paper on, take the paper off the Suquang sheet. And that gives you your little book. And it'll close and stay closed. Great little book for, you know, if you're doing it with kids. I think it's simple, something they definitely can handle. I'm going to show you what it looks like with paper on it. I made mine so that it was for family. And so what I did was on this paper, I think, or maybe I didn't. No, this was just how the paper was. So my, look like that. I added some ephemera. It opens up. I don't think you'll be able to see it totally open, so let me pull it down this way, and you're going to see that little pocket, and my little pocket has little pieces in it, and the bottom goes the same way. Okay, so cute little book that, again, doesn't take long to make, and it comes out super cute. The paper does it all, right? It's not much Not much to look at when it's black. But add that paper and you've got a super cute little book. So thanks for watching. I hope you get to try it and see how easy it is, because it really is. If you've never made an album, I would say this is the one to start with, because yeah, you can get your feet wet and it's not hard. Thanks a lot. Bye now.